I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. You can talk all you want. I'm just not going to listen to you. No, just go over there. Just go over there. I'm a handful because you just told a man to walk down a public sidewalk and keep moving. You need to get another job, tyrant. I'm going to go ahead and invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, my Fourth Amendment, my First Amendment right to film you. Are you blinding my camera?
I'm blinding your camera.
I mean, I know you want to see my hands. That's fine. I don't mind. You know, officer safety, right?
Are you willing to show your ID or no?
Come on, man. You going to hit me with that?
I'm just asking.
You're asking and not demanding, and I'm going to politely reject that. How about you go ahead and shut up and go on about your day? That's all right. You made the thumbnail. You're making the thumbnail. Good job. Go. Bye, bootlicker. Bye, bootlicker. I am doing my job. I am letting them do their job. I haven't said a word, so shut up. Respect your rights, respect my rights, and go on about your day. Can I assist you tonight, officer? Do you need some help? How about that? Public sidewalk, don't even talk to me. Do your job. I'm in the shade. Don't talk to me. I'm over 25 feet alone. Leave me alone. Unless you want to go on the local news like Fort Worth PD. Just leave me alone. Mind your business. Now that your scene's over, sir, I need your name and badge number.
I'm not done.
You are done. The scene's gone, sir. Okay, what I'm asking you... I'm asking you to identify yourself, sir. You gave me bad commands. Violated my First Amendment. Back off. Back off. And I am. He told me to go to the tree. I'm working on it. Back off. I'm complying. You need to listen to your sergeant and back off and de-escalate. De-escalate. And Sergeant, I want to file a complaint on that individual right there. I want my federal tax money back for that de-escalation training he didn't get. You should have done that before you got in my face, asshole. I don't know why you guys keep violating people's rights. Member of the press, but go ahead, get in my face next time. I already heard you. Why don't you just go ahead and invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and go back over there. Top cop, cost tape. You want to ask what I'm feeling? Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're live and we got a Darren who wants to come bother me. Jeez, people can't just mind their own business. I'm not, sir. Not yet. And there we have another Karen that can't mind her business. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Someone who just couldn't mind her business. She has to come bother me and infringe on my constitutional rights to film in public. Hey, boss, can I get a supervisor? The only reason they're coming over here and harassing me and interfering with my duties and my protected rights is because I caught them slamming this guy to the ground. I never said a word to him. I know, I've got it on camera. Just have this guy walk away. I have not come any closer for 12 minutes. And until they slammed this guy to the ground, nobody said anything or came over and interfered with my First Amendment protected activity. Just call until you started threatening me with violence. You're threatening me with violence. And you're putting murder gloves on. Look at this, guys. They are murder gloves, sir. Murder gloves. First Amendment retaliation at this point. First Amendment retaliation. But this officer safety shit is getting a little old. Come on, Thor.
Respect your rights, respect my rights. Let's keep it civil, let's avoid the fights. You do your job, I'll do mine. On this public sidewalk, we'll both be fine. Respect your rights, respect my rights. Let's keep it civil, let's avoid the fights. You do your job, I'll do mine. On this public sidewalk, we'll both be fine.
Sing it, buddy. Sing. Sorry, man. Brownie boy over here. Okay.
Okay. Calm down. I know you get excited when you like to sing. Anyways, I got a special guest here with me today. I'm going to pull her up side by side. I know she hates my FAPA wannabe shades that I got going on because I love FAPA so much. It's my little FAPA persona today because we're doing the best of the best, the latest of the greatest, people's bicep. Anyways, I just had to do that for a second. I know she doesn't like my shades. Texas Gal Audits. Glad you could join us. Howdy. I got a big surprise, guys. That's why she's up here with me today. I don't want to ruin the surprise yet. I kind of want to, what's the word? I want to have a little foreplay with you guys before we get to the excitement and deliver the baby. So that's why I've asked her to come up here today. Cheap sunglasses. You're right. They are cheap. They were free. They were better than cheap. They were free. Nothing wrong with a free pair of sunglasses. What I do want to get into is, and let me do this real quick. I already have these files ready to go. Do you remember by chance, Texas Gal, that man on the screen? Does that guy remotely look familiar to you?
He looks like the Pillsbury Dough guy.
I was thinking more of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. That face.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, that's Sergeant Yacht. Absolutely. Or
and the reason
right
I bring
here. Actually, he's
right,
Mr. Right here.
Officer right here. I'm sorry, Sergeant right here. I don't know if he's been demoted. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm still trying to get the records on that. But I've got comments down here. Donut Boy from James Forbes. Donut. If you know what, the only crime I saw in Duncanville was at the Dunkin' Donuts because I saw him in there, getting his donut roll, his little bear claw. Anyways, what's up, GS? GS is in the chat today. Welcome, everybody. Before we get started, I do kind of want to give out everybody's shout outs. We got Let's OTBO, as always, a good friend of myself and Texas Gal. Tim Woody. Of course, we even have Texas Gal herself in the house there. Howdy. We got, let's see, James Forbes. Our guy 936, another Texas guy. Jenna Weeks. She is everywhere, but I would love to have her in the chat. Chuck P, good friend of myself and Delete Laws. King Bluto, who I see everywhere, even sometimes in some troll channels. But he means well. He's one of us. He's just trolling the trolls. We got Generally Specific in the house, Excalibur 12, and anybody else that I might miss. Friends and Co. There we go. Good friend of myself and Chuck Bronson's. So it's I think we've got the party here. Let's get into this real quick. Now, Texas Gal, before we tell them the big news today on what happened, well, your trial technically is tomorrow, but we'll get into that. We don't want to spoil the big reveal at the end of this. Sevenfold 777, welcome. This is the guy that jammed her up, and I want to kid you guys. Look at the date, February 25th of 25 today. This man hemmed her up on February 29th of 24. And I really want to show this video real quick to kind of refresh everybody's head of what transpired. So I'm going to play that real quick. I've got it queued up.
Contract with the post office to be in here with the arm.
Yeah,
Good. Okay, great.
Today?
I'm just here to make a purchase. Because I have the right to the First Amendment oppress.
Okay, cool.
That's it. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Okay,
Right
but
here.
right here is not your name.
Okay. You want to give her business?
They don't have the option. This is a no. This is not a
You
Walmart.
can still.
For what
It's not
reason?
Walmart.
Well, but it has to be. No, it does. It does.
We can
So
do
are
this-
you
Hey,
trying?
stop. We can do this real easy.
Right? Or we can make this real hard on yourself.
No.
Don't make me take away your qualified
You're not gonna make me do
immunity.
anything, okay.
Okay, no, it
I'm
said
outside of it.
don't
You're
make
causing a
me
scene.
Don't make me take away your qualified immunity.
Come on.
Sir,
Here's
don't
my
grab me.
dollar.
Don't touch me. You don't have the right.
Staying on a leash, sir, or I'm going to have to fine you.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty dog.
They want your gun. If you don't leave,
They don't have the right to tell me to go because I'm not doing anything illegal.
If you don't leave, I'm
Get your
going to take you.
supervisor.
I'm the
Get your-
supervisor. I'm the supervisor.
Get your lieutenant.
He's not here today.
Well, there's someone on the clock.
Somebody on
Not a
the
big
clock.
deal, Chief Stoner's on the clock, he keeps it real. Texas gal, she's on a steady grind. Asking for a supervisor, never mind. Sergeant Hunt's trying to keep it cool, while Texas gal on it's following the rules. Backup's coming on him from afar. Chief Stoner's the star in his police car. 9 to 5, got the whole town feeling alive.
Sorry. I actually had to pause it because the music. I mean, I did a great sound bit to this, but unfortunately, Brownie's just wailing on the pipe back here, so I had to mute my mic for a second. He loves singing. I swear to God, this is the only dog I've ever met that loves to sing. I mean, he does it to GS's intro too. I mean, the dog loves to sing. So let me skip forward real quick to get. I mean, it was a good song too, but anyways, let me do this. I think we're right here.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Five, got the whole town feeling alive.
There you go. Sorry. Hey, stop singing. Stop.
Here to make a purchase at a public building and getting trespassed. So everybody call the Duncanville police and let them know I'm being trespassed for no reason. He obviously doesn't understand how trespass works in public buildings.
Okay, you sit right here. 45, you keyed up. Okay, whoever is you. Key your baby? Okay, in the car. Thank you.
So everybody call the Duncanville police station in Texas.
Yes, just, no, y'all can pass up. Excuse me, ma'am, you're stopping my line. Could I just move down to the side?
You just rearrange that for yourself? I'm not gonna attack nobody.
Can I get you to step at the other?
No, sir. No, ma'am. I am in my free space.
I got a comment on that. I'm sorry. I ain't I'm in my free space. I always joke with her about saying that. And I told her one day I'm going to use that line, that I'm going to use it on one of my audits. Just be like, no, sir, I'm in my free space. So, the shit that flies out of our mouths when our adrenaline's going, because I say the damnedest things when my adrenaline's going. So I know she does the same.
Oh, yeah.
But even here you go. Look at it. James Forbes, in my space. No, it's in my free space. You got to say free.
My free space.
Except for it's going to come at a cost here in just a second.
No, you're not.
Can I get you?
Get out of
to-
line.
No, you're not.
Talk to me.
I will talk to you right here. This is where I will talk to you. I'll stand out of their line, but I'll talk to you right here. Okay,
Right here.
cool.
Officer, right here.
And this is Miss Tracy. Y'all remember her?
Wait. Let me go back a hair, guys, because here, let's do this.
And this is Miss Tracy.
Okay, here's Miss Tracy. You guys need to remember that because I'm going to show you another video, and that's very important. Miss Tracy. Remember that. But James Forbes says, out of my face, out of my face.
See? Y'all remember her?
You better remember her.
Hey, Manning, are you good?
Here you go.
I got that
So,
one, Deep Throat. The
next
eagle has
down,
landed.
okay.
Tweety is out of his cage.
Somebody's too busy playing on their walkie-talkie.
You know. So anyways, he's going to sit here and act like he's going to play on his walkie-talkie.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Unfortunately, I don't have the authority to detain you at this moment. But I promise you, mister, one day it'll be just you and me. And then, boom!
Or the hard way.
Woodchuck the gray squirrel, woodchuck the gray squirrel. Evil plan aborted. Tweety is back in his cage. Sylvester once again has been thwarted. Judging by the length of my shadow, it is about 1800 hours, which means it's time for cherub chow. So get those ding dongs ready. I'm coming. Get the ding dongs ready. I'm coming.
Yeah, go in private if you want to have.
Okay, now remember that face too. That's Mr. Williams. And remember that one, because that's going to be important in the next video. Let me back that up just a hair.
Yeah, go in private if you want to have a private conversation.
Man, there's other emergencies going on in the city.
Then go handle those. I didn't ask you to stop here. Okay, then handle that. If you need to stay here, then stay here. If you don't, then go. Go handle the things you need to go handle.
I'm handling it.
Then don't ask me what to handle or not handle.
Uh-oh, here it comes. 4, 3, 2, 1.
She's not wanting to leave. They're wanting her to leave. And that's it.
So tell me what legal reason you have to trespass me from a public building.
They don't want you here.
That is not a legal reason. I am press.
Okay, now I just want to say that the next time a cop, I think I'm going to try to condition myself to say this. The next time a cop says they don't want you here and no one said anything, no one's come out and done anything, I'm going to sit there and go, are you guys the want police? Because you're enforcing a want? Is this a wantless arrest? A wantless arrest? Not warrantless, but a wantless arrest. I think I'm going to condition myself to say that next time. Because look at this clown.
That's why I don't do lies.
Oh, it's his coffee that's got me jacked up, and I need to go get my second cup. It's over there.
I'm in a government building.
I'm not
you
too much longer. I can't say.
You know you love me. Come on, especially everything that's going to lead up
I
to the
can't
big
post
news.
that to the earth.
I know. You hate me, but you hate me, but you love me. I get it. No, it's not the feelings police, James. It's the want police with their wantless arrest. Get it right.
Because what they want, you do.
They want you to leave. They want you to leave. Are you going to give me a wantless arrest? Let's go, Duncanville. Because you're about to have a wantless lawsuit on your hands. Let's go. Oh, sorry. I haven't gotten to that part yet. That's not big news. That was just me speculating when we originally saw this video a year ago. So, but anyways.
Doing the news.
You have ID?
Where's your press pass?
So where do you get ID for press? Everyone is press. The freedom of press.
They don't want you
Sir,
here.
you're not going to trespass me unless you want your
Go to jail.
You want your qualified immunity
Guess I
taken?
did.
Man, I ain't going to lie.
Sergeant.
This chick fought the whole way. I'm surprised she didn't get hit with a resisting charge.
Yes. I mean, I didn't really resist. I just had a mouth. I had quite the
Wait a
mouth.
minute. You were resisting to his wants and needs. Because what he needed was for you to want to leave on your own.
Well, I would have if I would have got my stamp. I would have
Now,
quite easily on my own.
Now, look, guys. You guys can go watch the rest of this video. I've exposed this dirty cop and all his disciplinary records on the rest of this video. The reason I'm bringing this up is because yesterday, nuts knowing to Texas Gal audits, I did a clandestine operation to the same post office. Now, I haven't edited the video. This is unedited. So you don't get to see the whole video because I haven't edited the parts I want. We're going to see some of the raw footage. Okay?
This is exciting, actually.
Well, it's going to lead up to remember, at this point, I had no clue beyond, what. Oh, look at this. Should be gifted a membership. Some lucky person, random in the chat, has got now members-only content and gets to see all audits and all audits before they're released to the public. So let's see who that random person is, because I can't see it in StreamYard. I have to go to my live stream in YouTube real quick. So let's see who the lucky person is. Oops. Oh, wow. Michelle was gifted a membership. So congrats and welcome, Michelle, if you're in the chat. I don't know who you are, but Chevy, thank you very much, sir. I would rather gift a membership at $4.99 and get people on board than give me a super chat. A, YouTube takes more on a super chat, and two, these folks get a lot of great benefits for a membership. And I'd rather see the memberships. So thank you for that, Chevy. Appreciate you. Now, as soon as Texas Gal audits get situated,
Yeah, I'm
we are
outside.
Yeah, I got you. I just want to show you guys. This is the Duncanville post office, and I was actually with Miss Carolina in Fort Worth yesterday when we did this.
I didn't know it until I saw the video about 12:30 in the morning.
Now, I am going to put some news out there. I didn't know until after I talked to Texas Gal, after I did this video, that her lawyer had sent an investigator on Friday to actually do what I'm doing now and basically just gather some basic questions. And I'm going to allow her to go into that after I play this video because it's going to play an important role because I feel they kind of got shut down more because they don't know the things that I know. And I went in kind of like an audit. So I'm going to play this.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it.
So here we go. This is me walking in first because I went in and out a few times. Kind of did my rando thing.
Oh, that sun is right in everybody's eyes. Oh, that's terrible.
No, that was good. I like that spot.
That lady smiled for the camera on the way out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 5 seconds, and they're already out there.
Maybe in about a few minutes.
Oh, something I didn't notice before. Look at this. Look at the stink eye I'm getting.
Oh, I told you the look on that girl's face. She can't believe that this is happening.
It's like panic alert, panic button, panic button,
Not only
panic
that,
button.
there's two of you.
Well, I don't know if they recognize Carolina yet because I don't think she's in the lobby or the building yet. I think she's still
not, okay.
And I'm getting stank
doing
like
her outside stuff and getting her footage from outside.
Yeah, I think she's going like, why is this man filming me? But let's see. Stank guy, that's a long stare.
But thank you, though. I appreciate you asking.
And I'm polite. I'm cordial.
Yes.
Until I'm not. It's funny until it's not funny. Now, just so you guys know, it's only 3 minutes and 42 seconds in. All I did was just quickly make my presence known and kind of just still moseyed on around because I didn't do my normal audit this time. I kind of did some suspicious-like things on purpose.
I agree.
To try to send up the signals to get the cops called on purpose.
I agree.
Without being disorderly or anything illegal or stupid.
I would agree with that.
So I go through here. I filmed the poster 7. And something. Now I want to show you guys something. Now keep in mind, the lady in the red shirt in the back, we're going to see her again. Okay, up here. Right here. We're going to see her again. We're getting a better view. She is one of the fire starters from Texas Gal Audit's video, so keep that in mind. I see her and decide to go back in here. And she goes at the camera.
She runs away.
Run, little woman, run.
Don't need to laugh. Easy.
Oh, you can laugh all you want right now at this point.
I'm just like, I laugh because you can't make it up. That's all. It's just like, Lord.
You know what's funny is you said that, because I'm working on about I'm helping 3 other people in this community right now, and I can't really go into it on details. But Let's OTBO, I'm helping them with some other things. And it's funny you say that, because right before I got off the phone with him and put this live stream together, he said the exact same thing up, is you can't make this shit up. And because he's got a whole nother complete story that's completely different than yours. You cannot make this shit up, people. If not for video and audio, we would have no proof and you would never believe it.
And yeah, exactly.
So thank God for our First Amendment right to record in public, unlike North Korea, in China. Thank God for that. And we're trying to keep it and preserve it. So if you guys notice, I'm not impeding. I'm not in anybody's way. In fact, here it comes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, ma'am. You come on in, young lady. You take your time.
Man, look at you trying to just like, making women feel good and stuff about themselves.
There's only 2 people that have come through there in the last minute or so.
And then look at you being a humanitarian and saving telephones.
There was a lady that smiled on the way out, and then there was a guy that I think might have walked in. No, ma'am. Not yet, anyways. I will be shortly. I am.
She ended up being the star of the show.
Fetish. See, I knew it was either the lady or him, because it was only 2 people that walked in, or I would have seen the phone. Man, you need to put a leash on that thing. You know how they have like chain wallets? You need to do that for your phone.
You want me to do it? Okay, I guess I can do that for you.
Now, I do want to point out, guys, if you notice, I wasn't in the lobby for more than a couple minutes at a time. So I wasn't loitering. I wasn't standing in a corner. I wasn't acting suspicious. I was moving on about. Okay? So they can't sit there and say I was harassing, I was impeding, I was being disorderly. They can't say any of those things. This is why I was trying a new tactic to really stir the pot and send up the signals. Now, I'm going to go meet up with Carolina out here, and then on the other side, it said no unauthorized vehicles. It did not say no trespassing on the other side.
And it wasn't like that.
What's that?
Ago. It was not like that a year ago. A year ago, you were able to go completely around the whole building. A year ago.
Oh, so they put the fence up.
Yeah. You used to be able to go around the building last year when this happened to me. You can go around the whole building. Does it make sense? They didn't have any no trespassing signs. They didn't have that other fence in the back. Or they'll see that later. But I'm just saying, like, this wasn't there like that last year.
Okay.
This is a new infrastructure since last year. And I've been to this building twice, so I know the infrastructure of this building pretty well. You know what I'm saying? And the fence line wasn't like that a year ago.
Okay, so there was no fence a year ago.
You can go completely around the whole building.
No.
They had a small section in the back.
It's not around the whole building.
They had a small section in the back, but you could still go through there. Does that make sense? Like, that didn't have a no trespass sign. It didn't have anything about vehicles. Those signs weren't there a year ago, is all I'm saying.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, actually, this point where I see these gates that are wide open, I saw no signage except for the one right here on the outside of the gate. If it was closed, I almost missed it. Walking up to it.
There was no signage there last year.
But look, this one says unauthorized vehicles.
That was the
other one.
The only sign they had last year.
Okay,
They
now
didn't
watch
have
this.
that other sign to the right.
Now watch this. I never came close to the threshold of crossing, and watch what happens next. I really don't want to take a chance.
I don't want to take a chance. Smart idea.
But here's the thing. Oh no, Carolina. This is blocked off separately from that other side. Carolina, that's blocked off separately. There's no fence on the other side, so therefore, guess what? Come on, let's go to the other side. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm paying attention to my surroundings. I've never been here before. So I'm paying attention to every sign, every fence. There was even a cop across the street. Okay? So I knew that the response time, if called, would have been 30 seconds. Like that. So I was really trying to get them to show up without breaking any laws. Okay? Now watch. Because that's exactly what it is. Yeah. We'll figure it out, but let me charge my phone real quick. When we left there, it was now here you guys see in the corner, this lady's walking all the way from the back. And you're going to see this. Now, keep in mind, I'm no longer even near the gate. I'm on the sidewalk heading back to the other side. You guys are starting
to walk back towards the door to the entrance.
Right. So watch this. Well, it's stopping my phone. I don't know. Hey, right behind you, we got something. Hey, turn around. Bingo! That's what I like to say when I know I'm getting approached. Bingo!
B9. B29 or 25.
Everything I can see from public. That's why I'm not going behind your.
Oh, okay.
I see the little no trespassing sign. So even though the gate should be closed, because I almost missed it.
No, it's not supposed to be closed because the carrier. This is the gate for them to come in and out of.
Then they probably need to put a sign that's a little bit better visual. I almost missed it going in.
Oh.
It's because technically, with the way the rules and the laws are written, if I don't see it being clearly posted and I can come in because the gates are open. It's like if you got
well, what if you couldn't see that one there?
That says authorized vehicles. I'm not a vehicle.
Oh.
She tried to hit me with an unauthorized vehicle. Oh, I'm not a vehicle.
Look at her face. She said,
I mean, look, it's still open. Look at that mouth cracked open. Oh, like snap. Snap, crackle, pop. So that's why I got tennis shoes. That's why I got tennis shoes.
Wow.
And that's why you guys have a separate fence over there, and see over there it says unauthorized vehicles, but no trespassing. James Forbes.
I think they have a no trespassing sign to go back to Africa. That's the problem.
I was thinking it's not because she's black, folks.
They just they just have a no trespassing, a no coming back zone. That's all. So
if she tells me she's from Africa, I might make that statement again. Okay?
Not words that came out of my mouth. I've said some words, but not those ones.
That is funny. You know what? I would tell her to go back to Duncanville. The only problem is I was already in Duncanville. I just tell her to go home.
Why don't you pack it up and call it a day?
If you want to call it a day, just go the hell home. I think I do say something about her clocking out and having rights.
You do.
Like I said, I have not reviewed this footage. I'm just trying to recall the 27 minutes from being in that post office before I left. So I riled them up, and I kid you not, I wasn't even there 5 minutes, and they've raised the red flag. So carrying on. It's on her fence.
Yeah.
This is clearly marked. This is but it's because the gates.
Really?
It's supposed to have the CFR code.
It doesn't, but you know, still. I'm with myself. She's with herself.
I didn't know if y'all were out with headquarters or something.
No. Is Miss Tracy in by chance?
No, Tracy not here anymore.
Oh,
Who's Tracy?
Whoa. I'm going to play that back. Remember, I said, remember Miss Tracy who poked her head around the wall there through the door. Let me back that beautiful beam footage up so y'all can hear what I asked.
I didn't know if y'all were out with headquarters or something.
No. Is Miss Tracy in by chance?
No, Tracy not here anymore.
Oh, she's not here anymore.
She's at another office right now.
She's not here anymore. She's at another office. Oh, is that because something happened to her after she lied and conspired with a Duncanville sergeant without his body camera on that another body cam happened to catch? And maybe something happened like a suspension, a demotion, probate. I don't know. But why was she moved all of a sudden? So, anyways, keep that in mind because throughout my video, I only spotted one employee out of every single one of them that was on Texas Gal Audit's video still there. But wait for the big reveal because Texas Gal has a lot of information regarding that witness and other things that were said and other body cam footage that she's had privilege to watch in discovery with her lawyer. And the reason I'm not letting her talk so much is because she's got a lot to say.
I know.
And
I'm happy that
and I'm building up. I'm
finally today. That's all.
Building up for the big
I
reveal.
don't even have anything to say. Everything's coming out. So let's do it.
It's coming out.
It is.
Want the world to see.
Hey.
Permanently or is she?
No, it's not permanent.
I just came up to see if she was here. That's why I wanted.
Oh, wait a second. She just said she's not here anymore. She's at another office. I asked if it's permanent. Well, no, it's not permanent. She wasn't there on Friday when the special investigator showed up. That's Friday. Then you have Saturday, Sunday, and now she's not there on Monday when I and Carolina show up.
And they're open on Saturday, and she wasn't there Saturday either. She wasn't there Friday, Saturday, or Monday.
So keep that in mind, folks.
I wanted to ask her a few things, but if she ain't here, she ain't here. No, is it just right now or?
Yeah, just for right now.
Just right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
know Tracy.
I know her name.
Okay.
I was told by somebody on a Google review to come ask for her.
Okay.
Because they had some concerns I wanted to ask about and see if she could answer those questions for me. But
do you want to speak to who's filling in for her?
No. What I'll do is if she's not permanently gone, then I can just find another time to come back. It's nothing urgent. I mean, I still got to go inside and make a purchase, so don't matter. All right. What was your name, ma'am?
And yours?
What was your name?
What's your name?
I didn't give it, ma'am.
Oh, I'm not going to say that. But don't, are you supposed to tell her who employed us?
Oh, it's okay. It's Minnie Smith. I got her name tag. I got her name badge. I looked at your name badge. You know what? You didn't want to give it. That's kind of not a really good thing, but
Beezy is slick.
Beezy is slick. But she still has it covered up like a fool. Like, bitch, you cut. Why you still got
you guys don't understand, and I don't really like to beat my chest about it, but I'm going to because my head's a little big today because I've had two people in this community tell me how great my public, as they call me, public investigator, not a private, a public investigator, and my public investigating skills have come into play the last year. And a lot of it has to do with records and boots on the ground and educating myself and things like that. So I'm taking the role of public investigator, as Let's OTVO likes to call me. So I'm taking it to a whole nother level now. So here we go. And it's not pubic investigator James Forbes. I know you didn't spell pubic, but I know you're going to joke there next. So it's public, not pubic.
Because you're a federal employee. But you know what? The fact that you have your name badge displayed, well, I'm a private citizen. I don't have to. When you're off the clock at the post office, when you don't have to.
Off the clock.
Only when you punched in, darling. When you punched in, It's the only time when the rules apply like that.
That guy.
But when you out of here,
Then I have to give my name.
if I'm asked, if a member of the public asks because you fall under the federal government and you're a federal employee, but the minute you're yeah, because you know what? I almost made a mistake of walking through. I actually cornered my eye, caught the red and white sign. Cause
Yeah, because it never was a sign there that said no trespassing. So we probably over there.
yeah, actually, that pole right there.
No, Chuck P. I don't have to be correct, but I'm very stubborn when I know I'm correct.
That's how
I can't let it. I cannot let something go if I know I am correct. If I don't know something, I will tell you. I don't have enough pride to. I don't have.
I'd rather learn and learn and know than be unsure and feel like I know.
I don't have too much pride that I can sit there and tell you I'm not sure. I don't know, but I will find out and I will get back to you.
All right, let's get to this because you know I'm on a frame here.
Oh wait, I forgot you on the clock. Anyways,
I'm always on the clock.
Probably suffice, or to be honest with you, maybe on the outside of that fence right there, on right here, because you open that gate.
We've actually got a couple of them.
So like you own a home, right?
Huh?
You own a home, right?
Okay.
Okay, so say you got a fence. And you got
Okay, I'm lighting
to your house, and it says private property, no trespass. That means keep my butt out of it.
Right.
But the minute you open the gate, you're inviting.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's got to be clearly marked. Yeah, I almost missed that. I almost walked in there.
I'll give with her.
I'm just glad I could.
More up tomorrow.
I'm just glad I could read. And
I'll get with her. Who's her? Tracy?
Yeah, because that fence normally that been closed till a couple of weeks.
so now
the
there's
word trespassing is a long word. Got a lot of letters in it.
Carolina helping out.
I know that one real well. I get told that by all the females.
Now here's the savior of the day, the old lady.
Sisters,
She's full
mom,
of shit.
aunts, nieces.
She was not
friends.
a Karen. She wanted to take videos. She wanted to take pictures. She's a star of the show.
At least you picking up the litter. I could definitely say, you know.
Now I do want to point out, only because she's probably on camera and made herself look like a fool already, is she trying to look like a good employee by picking up the trash.
I 100% agree.
I mean, she's also got that Bigfoot walk. You ever seen that where everybody claims it's fake and it's a real Bigfoot walking through the woods? She's got that stride going. I mean, she walking like a Sasquatch.
I'm not even commenting on that.
And not because she looks like one or anything. That's not where I'm going. It's just look at the stride with the arms out and then looking at the camera. It's almost like that Bigfoot.
Or tomatoes to throw.
I'm sorry. It looks like that Bigfoot video. I'm just saying.
What? It's definitely a clean
this
facility.
is my Akita.
You picking up the trash, I could definitely say this is a clean facility.
Give him the butt scratch. There you go. There's the butt scratch.
Did you like a close up?
Yeah, you got the chicken tail feather?
I mean, I got you helping her.
Look, Carolina,
zoom in. There you go. Good deed of the day.
She wanted to
There you
be
go,
in there. I love this old lady. Not a Karen, not tripping. She was cool as shit.
You drive safe, ma'am. Had to school that lady on no trespassing.
There you go, TJ. Look at this. Yes, that famous Bigfoot film the stride. Exactly. That's where I was going with that. Now, I do want to point out there is a gentleman right there in the white shirt holding a piece of paper in his hand, looking straight at the camera.
You caught his ass. He thought you were outside and you weren't coming back in.
Yep. Now, I want to keep in mind there's already a poster 7 right here on the left side. And what he has here is another poster 7 that he's going to hang over other documents to try to be slick.
That's not what
And I call him, and I end up calling him out, and then I go over and film it and confirm it after I make the accusation because my hunch was 100% spot on.
You got it? You going over? Okay.
Thank you.
Come on, it's
The
hot.
manager's
Well,
not here.
you guys have been on
She's
here
at
for a while.
another facility right now.
Hey, TGA, look at what's on the screen.
He is right at the right side of the
Yep.
thing.
He's looking right at me as he's doing it. It's like, hey, you caught me doing it. So
I'll just take a picture of
Mhm.
you, find your stamp or whatever.
Yep.
Up here.
No, poster Simmons over there.
Back in the lobby for my third
I'm
round.
messing with it right now.
Okay.
Now it's time to make my purchase.
New stamp?
Yeah. I like those.
Doing good.
Your customer? No.
Well, he got a name badge. He was fixing the bulletin board out there.
Oh, he was.
He's fixing the bulletin board.
Oh,
Are you-
are
you available or are you close now? Okay.
Your picture here.
Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is news?
No,
Oh,
you're,
private?
yeah, we're private.
So
But are you the manager?
I am supervisor.
Oh, you're a supervisor, okay, because we're supposed to interview every manager.
We're supposed to interview every manager.
Hey, look, now that lady's walking in. She definitely wants to be on camera.
Yeah.
Again.
And in the foyer.
Okay.
Okay, but as of right now, we're dead on customers, but, just, how long you guys gonna be here?
You mean?
How long are you gonna be here?
Aliens?
No, you can't see those.
How
Not today,
come?
not today.
But they have those in the men in black, we can't
You
go see the
gotta get
aliens?
authorization to come back there and see those.
Gosh, we want to see the aliens today.
Gosh.
Want to see the aliens today.
What do you got for the newest stamps?
Can you bring them out?
Look, he's laughing at Carolina. That dude.
What's the hurry to get us out of here?
Bam! That's what the hurry is to get us out of here. Because look what just rolled on the right side of the screen. The fire starter that started this whole catastrophe of getting
In the
Miss TGA
place.
arrested.
Yep.
What is the hurry to get us out of here as we see the damn suspect? Here, I'm trying to point at the camera. Boom. Right there in the corner.
No, circle it with your, yeah, there you go.
Right there. There she is.
There she
Can't
is.
be mistaken by that bad haircut.
Shut the front door.
Man, can I not conduct business?
Let me rewind that so you guys can hear what that guy says and what I say.
What do you got for the newest stamps?
We don't have all the.
I gotta make another cup real quick. I'll be right back.
What's the hurry to get us out of here?
What's the hurry to get us out of here?
Man, can I not conduct business?
He's still talking about the aliens, which is the weirdest.
That was a lot more expensive though.
And then he tries to charge him. Listen to this. It's great.
17.
$17. I don't want a whole pack. I just want one stamp.
Oh, you just want.
Yeah, that's why I was like, how expensive can one stamp be?
This one wouldn't be able to break that.
She's still going off over
Okay, you break
there.
up for me.
She's
What do
like,
you
if
have
I'm
to
in
do?
my bills, it used to
Yeah,
take
that's
10
fine.
days. You don't have to play it, but that's what she's saying in the background. I had to play it a couple times because there's like a couple conversations going, but this is basically what she's saying. She's talking about the aliens,
gone
and
up
she talks about her bills and taking so long.
No, it's still 73.
I know that.
Hold on, keep it in for me.
Okay, I got you.
Enter your PN for me.
I just wasn't sure if Congress had given a little boost yet.
Yes, I did. I contributed to that. Hold on, let me pause that for a second.
Increase of.
Here we go. James Forbes, did you buy a stamp, BZ? I sure did. I contributed to that $7 billion net loss that they had last year.
I
And when I
was
say
trying
I
to do
contrib-
February 29th as well.
And you're going to hear me make that statement coming up here in a minute, guys.
Absolutely.
Stamp it.
And the only reason I remember this without reviewing this footage, because I have not gone back and watched this footage, is I was on my A game yesterday. Like, you cannot believe I was more so on my A game than anything. And it was because I was pumped to be back in a damn public building for the first time, probably about 9 months. I was ready to go get some blood for TGA. Okay?
You were.
And
you were on it.
I was out for blood. And guess what? I was I felt like a school of sharks in shark infested water just eating a baby seal. I mean, I felt like I'm just blood everywhere. So, anyways,
And I just need my survey. if you don't mind.
I just need my survey.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
That's a good idea. Because I was asking about instead of.
My question real quick before I go.
Well, I mean,
though.
but they borrowed so much money last
I know,
year.
but I have a question real quick. Can you let me ask the question, please?
Yeah, Carolina.
Give that. So what was he saying about where to film or not to film?
We can't go back where the aliens are behind the counter.
Area 51?
You know, we have the aliens working in the back.
Oh, no.
He
you
tries
need
to hold his
express permission of the
composure.
postmaster, the installation head, according to poster 7, or
Now,
This
when
right
she
here
kept
is
saying,
where he knows you mean biz nasty.
well, I'll tell you right now, she kept mentioning aliens. I knew what she meant, and I was trying to stay away from the illegal people working in the back. That's where she was going with that. I was trying to keep away from that. That's why I cracked the Area 51 joke twice. Okay? There's some times that it's time to mean business and time to joke around. This was business. I was out for blood with this guy because
Do that at a different post office, not this post office. I get it.
yeah, you know, when I'm ready to have fun and mess with him, this guy I was ready to get some incriminating statements made on video, which is what I did.
he's saying about where to film or not to film?
We can't go back where the aliens are behind the counter.
Area 51?
You know, we have the aliens working in the back.
Oh, no. We
Like I'm
need
back and
express permission of the postmaster, the installation head, according to poster 7, or security force personnel.
But my question was, is the internet putting them out of business? Because, I mean, they've been going bankrupt.
Oh, they've been losing about $7 billion a year for the last couple of
I'm
years.
wondering if it's.
I'm trying to make the purchase to help out. I mean, it's every little bit
People
helps.
email now, they don't
Every little
ever,
bit
they don't
helps.
send letters anymore. They don't even teach kids how to write cursive anymore.
You conducted your business? My First Amendment of filming in public to disseminate this news
That's
story,
how you
sir,
stamp
is
a
actually
cow.
official business.
What? You see it? Hold on. This is what happens when you know your shit better than they do. Play the little, cool freaking dun dun, new, little music volume sound. Watch. I got my Cool Jet aviators on, man. Check this out right here.
They don't send letters anymore. They don't even teach kids how to
That's how BC does it.
You conducted your business? My First Amendment of filming in public to disseminate this news story, sir, is actually official business.
Oh!
I know, but you're asking me silly questions, sir.
You're asking me silly questions,
And I'm not
sir.
impeding the flow of your traffic. I'm not breaking
Hold
any
on.
laws.
Hold on. What'd I say?
I know, but you're asking me silly questions, sir.
No, you was conducting business.
And I'm not impeding the flow of your traffic. I'm not breaking any laws.
All I said was, when I told you to came in, you guys can't film out in the lobbies and in the foyers, according to the poster 7.
All lobbies.
Yeah.
Not the ones you designate, all lobbies.
I think I heard that.
That's why
Wait,
I'm saying that you remember
According to the poster 7.
all lobbies.
Yeah.
Not the ones you designate, all lobbies. I know poster 7.
Not the ones you designate, but all lobbies. Hold on.
Shots fired.
Right there. And like James Forbes says, very polite BZ. You know why? Because I was on my A game and my best behavior because I was fishing. And technically,
you knew the cop was right across the street.
Dude, there was a Duncanville police officer sitting in his car across the street when I walked over to the post office from the next 2 shopping centers where he watched me with tripods and Carolina both not wearing. It wasn't very conspicuous. It was very inconspicuous with what we were doing.
With your suspicious activity?
With our very suspicious activity. It was so suspicious. I was waiting to get detained by Duncanville for suspicious behavior.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to crack jokes on your.
Oh, no, you're good. See, look, even Jeff knew. Jeff, I was fishing without my fishing license that day. That was
yesterday. You don't
yesterday.
always have to have a fishing license in Texas. Like, you don't have to have one in the ponds of my lake, or my ponds of my lakes. I don't have lakes.
No.
Ponds in my backyard.
TGA. I didn't have my fishing license when I was in the post office fishing for a lawsuit. And I might have one because he was really trying to get me out of there.
He was. He kept asking about your business, but he didn't ask any other customer about their business.
That is a 14th Amendment violation, folks. Don't realize we just have one amendment, number 4 and number 5, but we also have the 14th. Why was I singled out? Oh, wait, the camera. Why was he so quick to snap a poster 7 in the damn bulletin board area? He thought he had me. Woo! To be the man, you must first beat the man. Woo! Where's my boy Ric Flair?
Sir, it's right here. I made sure I double checked it when I came in. That's why I was pointing out that you were messing with the bulletin.
And the answer is yes, James. And I was also wearing my fishing cap. I looked like I was out ready to fish. TGA, are you still there? You just kind of look like you bleeped in and bleeped out. TGA, are you still there, TG? She might have me on mute or something.
Board when I was in the lobby. Come on now. You think this is my first rodeo?
I already know. I already know. And I know exactly what
Already know.
What am I doing, sir?
No.
Wait. Did he just ask?
Double checked it when I came in. That's why I was pointing out that you were messing with the bulletin board when I was in the lobby. Come on now. You think this is my first rodeo?
I already know. I already know. And I know exactly what you're doing.
What am I doing, sir?
No, you're doing your first
Exercising my First Amendment right is all I'm doing. I'm not here to cause a ruckus. I'm not here to cause a disturbance. So I'm just documenting because I've seen things go south real quick.
I got to play that back again, TG, because you're back. I know exactly what you're doing.
I live out in the country. That happens out here, so.
I know. Oh, James Forbes wanted to know. I always have my shades on because it hides my eyes, so that way you can't see where I'm looking. The cops do it, so I do it. It's a trick. A lot of times you can see somebody's actions with their eyes. They're going to do something crazy.
Absolutely. That's why I don't, because my eyes are evil, bitch.
So, and if you guys look in this glass, you can see I got my Marine Corps Marine Recon boot going on. Everybody likes to call it a fishing style cap, and I was out doing recon and doing a little fishing. I had the worm on the hook. He was taking it. Dumbass was taking it. Listen to the statement, though, guys. Listen to the statement. What are you doing? I know exactly what you're doing.
And I know exactly what you're doing.
What am I doing, sir?
No, you're doing your first
exercising my First Amendment right is all I'm doing.
He says it.
I'm not here to cause a ruckus. I'm not here to cause a disturbance. So I'm just documenting because I've seen things go south real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can go south. It can.
It can. It just depends on how people react and respond. And
my thing is, I'm not trying to impede you from doing what you're here to do.
No, I'm waiting on her, whatever she's doing, but I'm also, like I said, not trying to.
Look at Carolina in the backgrounds.
I know.
Put everything out.
But you know what the craziest thing is now that I'm looking. Oh, my fishing pole was my tripod, Jeff. My fishing pole was my tripod with that camera. That was the hook. That was the hook in the worm, man, and he was taking it. He was trying to gobble it all up.
That's
fish
right.
on! Fish on! Anyways, my
Look
question
at Carolina, though. She's walking around the whole post office. I didn't even do that.
I was getting ready to come.
Corner. Like
I was getting ready
off in a corner, and I only stayed there for 5 minutes anytime I was in that post office, and then went into the line.
I was getting ready to comment. Why is he so focused on me?
Because you knew the laws, and she didn't. She's like, someone hired us. Someone this. Where are your aliens? And you go, yeah, because you're installation head and the postmaster. He knows now you are the person that can capture them, not her. He was.
I am now the captain.
And he was a Marine, remember? So he can kind of size up his opponent. Probably.
I'll tell you right now. You ever seen that movie with the pirates and Tom Hanks?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm the captain now.
Okay, he's fired. I can't say this motherfucker anymore.
I am the captain now. Private chat. Oh, there we go.
You are finished. Round 3, fight.
I was getting ready to say that too. That's funny.
Round 3, fight.
Finish him.
Then this is where you're gonna do it right here.
Are you doing it? Yeah.
You're gonna finish him with this bitch.
Passport applications are online.
Who's impeding who at this point?
You fill it out online, but we don't
She has to bump her whole box into the damn thing. To get into the post office.
There's my sunglasses and fishing hat.
No, they'll tell you to fill out all of your paperwork online. Bring it all.
Even got the same hoodie on.
And once everything's filled out, they'll process
Angel K, welcome.
Hey, girl. I'm not watching the chat. Sorry, guys. It's like too
Now
hard.
let me skip ahead because I listened to him post office explain to this girl how she needs to go online and do her passport thing when she's asking legitimate questions, and all this guy doing is looking at his watch, almost like he's waiting for the police. And I eventually make a statement here somewhere.
We're not going to process. It takes, depends on how busy it is, what time of year. Sometimes it takes 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get a rapid one, but then you got to pay more.
Yeah, I know. I just recently did mine over there.
Oh, you did?
It took 3 weeks for me to get mine done.
Yeah.
Right now, it's going into the peak season. Everybody's getting ready to start traveling. It can take longer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
He's not encouraging.
When you plan on travel?
It could take longer.
I know. Yeah, you push me. So what you're gonna need to do is call the.
I like how you and Carolina go right here to like make your next move. Chest move, bitch.
Oh yeah, talking in the corner.
No, the website's right there.
Nope.
On UFES.com right here on the board.
Oh.
Now, keep in mind, this guy tells her she can go online, doesn't tell her what the website is, how to schedule an appointment
5 minutes.
for 5 minutes, trying to just get rid of everybody out of the post office because there's a couple of camera people there. And what do? Well, it's on the bulletin board, but you covered it with the poster 7.
You remember that, guys?
Yeah, you remember that? That happened like 10 minutes ago?
Review that again.
It's like, you know, and he's like, well, no, I said, and you can hear me say, no, you can schedule the office at that location online. There's the website, right? It says USPS.com/scheduler. It's scheduler to make your appointment, you dumbass. I know how to read a bulletin board. Jesus H.
But his line that he says after this, guys, priceless. Priceless.
You can get it scheduled. You can do it online right there. Schedule what location, what time, what day of the week.
Almost like I work for the post office.
Right there. He just covered that up with that poster 7 when I walked in. So you're not able to read it very well. Attention to detail is what I do.
What I do?
He was trying to tell her to go online and the fucking website's right there. Like, call. You need to call. No, the shit's right there. Why don't you be helpful and actually help her?
He just came out to help us. Dude.
And then he tried to throw another poster 7 on top of that. That's why I pointed that out. I said, attention to detail.
So now I just want to point out, really, we go walking around the parking lot. Bottom line is no one else bothers us. Now, I want to let you, and let me take that down off the screen real quick. So we're both up on a screen. So what I want to do is tell you guys that with what I did, I turned around and email after I unlisted it on my YouTube channel. I sent Texas Gal an email with the link to review it. I didn't know she was going to take my unedited version and send it to her lawyer. Okay.
We kind of had a fight about it to be public, but we got over it.
We got over it, and this was this morning. I didn't know she did that. I wanted her to take a look and see what she thought because her trial was tomorrow. Well, with that video sent to the lawyer and with what I didn't know on Friday where the investigator went to the post office and asked some investigating questions about the things I already know, Hey, Dove, how you doing, darling? With all these things, well, something transpired between the attorney and the prosecutor's office. It triggered a lot of things, and I'm going to let TGA, because she heard it straight from her defense attorney, and I'll let her give you the big reveal. Go ahead, TG.
So basically, BZ did not know on Friday that my attorney had paid an investigator to go into that same post office and do the same exact movements I did that day, and then continue an investigation with some questions. And the questions like, where do you have anybody trespass from here? Who do you know? Who has the trespass? Where do you know? How do you know? Where can I get the verification of it? And all these kind of questions. Very investigative, very formal. And BZ on his own recognizance and his own in intuition and ambition with Carolina, they both went out and went to the Duncanville post office. So they probably thought at this point that they weren't going to be investigated any further because they were already walked in on once. And then now you got two people with cameras. And I'm pretty sure BZ knew the Poster 7 way better because he does know Poster 7 authentically very well. That he rocked the world of them because they were so shook up. And the fact that the one person that he captures on video that's in a red sweater, they capture her at the beginning. You can't really see her face, but you see a person in a red sweater. Then at one point you see you see a person in a red sweater. But then when he's in the line, you see that person in the red sweater there. She was the one that was trying to say that she told me to leave, but actually she told the people to leave me alone, and she was told not to engage with me, and I was within my rights. So we were going to have a problem with her on the stand, you know, with, even though it's video, people will take more of what they say at the time valid than the videos. We had a lot of crap like that, and then to see her on the video and everybody else that I've ever filmed there, and I've been there a couple times. I know the staff. She's the only person that's recognizable of the staff. I feel that maybe she threw a lot of people under the bus, and that's why people are being rearranged, like the postmaster and some other things, and that's why she was one of the only witnesses besides the postmaster on their witness stand. Now, when he said, remember the guy Williams actually made the complaint with the police officer. As he drugged me out in handcuffs, that guy ran out the door 30 something seconds later and said, oh, I know what happened. But on my video, I go, oh, if you want to go in private, have a private conversation. He says, oh, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. I mean, there's just so many factors that they were trying to lie right off the top, easy. So I'd rather you ask the questions than me just rattle.
I was waiting for you to stop so I can.
Okay. So
I
that was kind of like a gist of it. You know,
I know, and I was just waiting for you to be done rambling so I can ask the questions. So here we go.
You want to see the cows or not?
You can.
This doesn't happen very often close to the house because they go out in the pasture. So they're coming up towards the house. If you guys want to see, can you see them? BZ?
Look at that. Yeah, I see them. They're out there.
Oh,
This got some.
Okay, I can't see because of the sun, so I don't.
Looks like you got one. It looks like you got one little one out there, and you got some heifers.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of heifers out there right now. You see them fighting? They're fighting.
They're fighting. I thought they were playing.
No, that ain't playing. They don't play. They either eat or fight.
Here's my question: Can you tell? Can you tell everybody? Well, we're not here to talk about the cows. I mean, it's great to see them all.
Sorry, you guys don't get to see that very often.
I'm trying to handle you like I have to handle Carolina ADD. Come on now. Watch your tongue. Anyways, what I want you to do is, because we haven't really discussed it because your case was ongoing at this point up until today. What I want everybody to hear is the conversation that when Sergeant Younts turned off his body camera when you were handcuffed, went outside, and then walked back into the postmaster, Miss Tracy, who's no longer there, started conspiring about your trespass afterwards. So no probable cause to trespass you is now conspiring to work the trespass. And then what happens is Officer Rollins walks in with his body camera on, captures the conspiring in progress. And do you want to kind of let everybody know what was being said and who said what? Because I think that pertains leading up to what we're getting ready to reveal.
Absolutely. So when Yance went in there, he had talked to Williams, and Williams had made a statement, and that was before Rollins had went in. I just kept telling Rollins, no one spoke to me, no one trespassed me, no one from this property said a word to me. And he's taking some authority that he can trespass me. That's not right. No one said a word to me that works here. So he went in right after that. So there was about maybe a minute and a half of a conversation between him and Williams for Williams to write a statement. But the body cam was already off. As soon as he walked back into that post office, the body cam turns off. Right when he walks back through that door, he turns off the body cam. So he has a conversation. Now my officer, by that point, the sergeant, the big fat donut guy, is in the office with the postmaster. Now, Miss Tracy does not know that the second officer, Rollins, had followed him in about a minute and a half later. Now he's off in a distance filming the conversation, but they're freely having a conversation feeling like it's not being filmed. Okay, so he goes, well, do you want her trespass? And she goes, well, she's been here before. And he goes, well, did you trespass her? No, I didn't trespass her. Officers were called. Nothing, they didn't find anything illegal. They let her go. He goes, well, do you want her here? She goes, well, she stands in the corner. She films. And she doesn't make a purchase. So, yeah, I want her trespassed. As soon as she says that, the Sergeant Donut Man looks over and realizes he is being filmed during that whole conversation, and his whole demeanor changes. He thought he had control of the situation until he realized he didn't.
Now, I do want to state that anybody that wants to see the dirt on that sergeant, you can go back and put that and watch that video. Now, the reason I've taken it out of members only and publicized it right before this live stream is because now my
attorney asked.
Now you got an email this morning, and it had a lot to do with the investigators' visit to the post office on Friday. Yep. And mine and Carolina's visit yesterday.
Absolutely.
Had all of this combined, that somebody from the DA got a phone call this morning after being told there was going to be no more deal and we were going to trial, to tell her lawyer what? TG, what happened today with your case?
That they will dismiss the case as long as I don't get arrested for another 30 days. And I don't go in the Duncanville post office for another 30 days. And I do not have to get it expunged off my record. It is completely dismissed. Now, it's basically saying that if I keep my same bond terms that I've had done for a whole year now, I've done that completely for a whole year now. If I can do that for another 30 days, this whole case is extinguished. And believe me, I will keep my ass grilled. Now
TG, the form that they sent you to fill out and sign,
Yeah.
Are you okay with me showing just a section of it? It doesn't have any.
You can show your. I told you I'm transparent. You
Okay.
can show your thing.
I want to make sure it was okay before I did it.
Corazon is out there. Everybody loves Corazon.
So here is the big reveal, guys. She was sent over this today, and if she defendant successfully completes the terms and condition of this pre-trial intervention agreement, which I've never heard in Texas of a pre-trial intervention. Okay,
never.
The case will be dismissed.
My attorney's never heard of it either.
Which means all they're trying to do, because they fell shy 4 days from malicious prosecution, they are trying to cover their ass to get over the 1 year hump, so she cannot sue the county of Dallas.
I can sue everybody else, but not the district attorney.
So basically, with this, after her lawyer has looked this over, she can now take action once her 30 days of this is completed. Now that she's signed this and sent it back, and the DA has accepted this, that's why I didn't want to say anything until she was done completing this. This is why I started the live stream so late, that she will be able to start the civil suit process against the city of Duncanville, the police department, and the officers involved.
And I'll be back. Sorry.
Okay. So all of those who are sitting here and going, she got screwed. No, she did not. She made sure that this says, and if you guys can read this, I've got it blown up. Okay. I'm trying to, this is as big as I can get it here. Okay. As long as she completes the next 30 days without getting in trouble with the law and does not visit the Duncanville post office, okay, her case is completely dismissed.
Believe me, if I can do this for a year, everyone, I can do it for 30 days. I have a lot of responsibility here at my house. I got things I can do. So,
well, James Forbes, you say that, but here's the thing. She doesn't even live in that county. So it's going to be hard for them to try to find a reason to jam her up.
2 counties over.
So, you know what? You say that, but here's the thing. She'll make it. If she's made it a year so far, she can work another 30 days. She doesn't even have to leave. She doesn't have to leave. I'm not going to go
my house. Believe it.
I'm not going to go into her personal business, but she has another source of income. She has means, and she doesn't even have to leave her little piece of property for the next 30 days. Okay? So that tells me right now, they are only putting those conditions because they fell 4 days shy of 1 year to be able to get out from malicious prosecution.
That's exactly what my attorney said. What my attorney said. And she was like, well, we can put this in a jury's hand, or you could just stay out of trouble for 30 days. Well, I'm sorry. You guys see the comments on YouTube. You think people think that we're annoying or we shouldn't be doing this. I could get 6 of those idiots on my jury, or I could just stay out of trouble for 30 days.
Now let me go into something real quick. Now keep in mind, guys, the first offer she got back in September was 3 days time served with a trespassing conviction on her record. Okay.
True.
She shot it down. Then they came back, I think like a month and a half later or whatever it was, and said, we're going to give you 3 months unsupervised and you can get it expunged in 2 years, but you're going to get a conviction on your record. Okay? You can get a conviction on your record, but you can expunge it, which means she would not be able to litigate at all because she would be guilty. Okay? Then another month or so goes by, and we're getting ready to go to trial in December, January, I believe it was, right? They offer her a disorderly conduct. Hold on, I think my thing froze up, or she froze up.
I'm sorry, December 13th. December 13th.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, sorry. December 13th, they offer her a disorderly conduct with a $50 fine. Now, keep in mind, it would have been a Class C conviction instead of a Class B, and she could have paid $50 and been done with it, which most people would have. I talked her out of it because I asked her this question. Do you really want the conviction? Do you want to go after Duncanville? Or do you want to just be done with it, take the plea, and put a conviction on your record and move on? And I talked her out of it because I asked her those questions because I knew how she felt.
You didn't talk me out of it. You asked me the logistic questions of what I was pursuing.
Well, I could say I talked you out, but I already knew what the answers were. I just asked the question, and I really did not want you to take a plea. I really did not, because you were not guilty of anything other than being manhandled by a man-child. So I just want to make sure you didn't freeze or I froze. What's going on here? You're froze. I can't tell if that's me or you. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can still hear me, because okay, it's probably her cutting out. So bottom line is they came back. I can see you now, I hear you now. So they came back like, I don't know, once I got her disciplinary records. Well, here's what happened. The lawyer subpoenaed the disciplinary records that I got on that video, if you guys go back and watch. Okay. The problem is the DA, I don't know if they weren't given all the disciplinary records, if they were holding an ace in the hole, but they gave her all but 2 of the suspensions. I happen to have them because I tried 3 times in going through the Attorney General trying to get them. I finally got them. So I forwarded the TG.
I went twice.
When I got them, it was my 3rd attempt. And then when I gave them over to her.
Twice. Does that make sense? So
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You cut out when you're 2 times. I thought you were talking about me. But she tried 2 times.
Did 2, you did 3, 5. Uh-huh.
No, I'm saying you did 2. I thought you were saying me. I'm sorry. You were cutting out. So, but bottom line, and then the lawyer tried with a subpoena. So there were 6 attempts. I was the only one until I gave them to her. And then mysteriously, the other 2 came in immediately after rejecting that disorderly conduct with a $50 fine. And then all of a sudden, they immediately came back and said, well, we'll give you 3 months unsupervised, no fines. You can expunge it in 2 years. And I told TG, I said, do you really? I'm sorry.
You forgot the key words. And you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do anything. But here's my question to her again. Do you want to take the offer, or do you want to fight because you're innocent? And she said, no, I'm innocent. I'm not going to. I said, then there's your answer, TG. And she said, okay. And she went with it. And then the prosecution said it was going to be 2 weeks or 10 days. And she, and up to trial. And the trial got pushed out. I brought up something to the lawyer. The lawyer did another avenue. She went this route, that route, came back. The judge moved the trial date again, like another week, giving the prosecution like a week to research the new motion. The trial was set for tomorrow, and she got the news today. Now, Keebler is in the room. The same thing happened to Keebler. She got her trial. She got her whole case dismissed the night before the trial. Okay? And yes, Keebler, we are now 2-0 for 2025.
We got a 20 spot on it.
So what it is all this fighting, all this research, not caving into the DA. Okay, this is now 2 wins because we didn't give up. We fought. Now everybody says, "Oh, the system's." It is. It's rigged, but you have got to make sure you do all the homework. Don't always rely on the attorney to do the work for you, okay? Whether it be public defender, paid attorney, do the research, do the records request, boots on the ground. Hell, if you need good old BZ to come do a follow-up audit where you were at, I don't mind shaking and rattling people. That's what I do. I rattle people.
You had them so shook. Do you understand? Like, after the first investigator, which I talked to her personally, she said that, yeah, they answered the questions, whatever questions they didn't want to answer. They just said, we'll refer you to our law, team, whatever. And, and then you guys go in there And you guys rattled them so much with 2 people, and especially you knowing the poster 7 so delicately, dude. It sold the deal.
Now, I want to
get
make
it. Like, yeah, I'm doing a deal, but I'm doing a deal knowing that I can do these terms and get it dismissed. That's the only reason why I took a deal like this, because I don't have to get it expunged. I don't have to wait. Once I do these conditions in 30 days, this case is gone. Like a
Well,
feather in the
let me
wind.
ask you this. So let me ask you this question. To all the trolls out there that did their hit piece on you, that said you were a racist, said that you were other things, and that you were committing a crime, doesn't that now mean that that was defamation by all those trolls out there?
We the people win today.
Doesn't that mean that's a definition?
Today. Like, you control all you want, but we won. Me exercising my rights, we won. So, I mean, you can sit there and rattle your mouth all you want, but like a dentist, you might need some work. You know.
So now we have another big one that's obviously a very clear and open and closed case shut. I don't know if you saw the FAPA video from Friday where he got arrested. I don't know how much you know about that, but again, I've made my phone call and recorded it, played on my live stream. I've done my records request. I'm waiting on that. Now, keep in mind, I also called back to that police department again today, trying to follow up, talk to the chief, and find out about my records request. So, guys, you all say that phone calls and showing up and doing this doesn't help, but it does if you do it the right way.
That's it.
Calling up and cussing people out or showing up and acting like a fool does not help. You got to do it the cool and calm, collective way. You got to know how to fish for information and let someone take the bait, okay? You got to know how to do it. But all I can say is I've been excited for Texas, even though we started the day in a freaking fight because, you know, I know how to trigger her. It's like brother and sister here. I know how to trigger her. She knows how to trigger me. And it's kind of something that happened this morning. And then she got the good news and called me up and wasn't all prideful to apologize that, you know, she got the good news that everything I did, because she was mad at me for going to Duncanville to the post office because she was worried that it might hurt her case. And I was worried about it too. I told her I can either do it before, I can wait till after. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell them what you're going to say.
But what you put on video and getting him to say you're just exercising your First Amendment rights and you have
your volume's
right
off.
to video in this place and this
TG,
place.
your volume's off.
I wasn't in any of
your
those
volume's
other
off.
places.
Your volume's off. Go ahead. Do it all over again. Whatever you're going to say.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I can't hear you. Hang on a second. Try talking now. Maybe I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, great. So all I was going to say is basically with the questions you asked, he initiates. You're like, well, what am I doing? And he was like, you're exercising your First Amendment right. Right. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. So, and then you're like, and I have the right to do it here and here, which were the only 2 spaces I ever was at the post office. I never even went through the back and did all that extra shit that y'all did. Does it make sense? Like, all I did was go through those 2 areas. You made that established, and that it's okay to do exactly what I did. So,
well,
I think Carolina's
can I also
walking around the whole post office. I mean, I never even did that shit, you know. So
I also had an ace in the hole that I didn't tell you about, and I might have mentioned it to you this morning, but I don't remember. You asked me about the 1-800 number to have it on me just in case, right? If I ever went to a post office. Well, not only did I have something, ace in the hole was better than the 1-800 number. I actually had a cell phone number and from a postal inspector locally. So if I did get in trouble at the post office, having my body camera rolling, I could have called that guy's cell phone number and had the phone call made. So I didn't end up in. I had an ace in the hole that I told Carolina right as we were walking up to the post office, because she's like, "What happens if the cops show up?" I said, "I got that whole handle. I got an ace in the hole." She goes, "What? You got the 1-800 number?" I said, "No, I got something better. I got a postal inspector's cell phone number on a business card in my wallet." So.
And that happened when I got arrested. You know, I told you what the postal inspector told me. You went up there personally and put boots on the ground and got that face-to-face conversation. And so he gave you his personal number and all this stuff. I remember. So a lot of people don't know the struggle of the whole case, but this is a win for the people, because I promise you, I will be on house arrest for 30 days.
Self-imprisoned.
And we got the no trespassing and all the things. And I got enough, space to be able to do whatever the hell I want. And so we're good. And yeah, just know in 30 days that sets forth now lawsuits and everything else.
So I will tell you guys this. Obviously she's been dealing with this for the last year. I reached out to her before she got arrested. We met up after she got out of jail, and I told her I would do what I can, help her out as much as I can for as long as I need to help exonerate her. And for the first 5 months or so, we really thought they were going to just drop it because they never set a court date for her to show up. So after Carolina got dunked on her head, I think they said, well, war on auditors. And bam, they gave her a court date of August 8th or 9th or something like that, which was her first day in court.
8/8.
8/8. And you got arrested on 2/29. So it took them literally 5 months plus to have a court date after an internal affairs investigation on the cop. And the cop ended up with a 2-day suspension over this post office incident. Now, the other cop asked if it was something like the library incident. I'm still trying to figure out to this day what the library incident is. So I'm still researching and trying to figure out what library incident they mean.
Oh my God. So I'm going to text Kelsey, my lawyer, and ask her, what did you find out about the library incident? LOL.
I really want to know.
No, she does too. That's why I'm saying. So she won't know, but she'll laugh. And it'll be like our kind of joke together, At one point, she thought BZ was a lawyer. And she goes, well, I can't find his bar card. And I said, well, why can't you find Michael Eline's bar card? Like, he's like barred in 2 states. It's not just one, nigga, it's 2. And she was like, no, he's not. This BZ watchdog, he's not. And I said, well, of course he's not. And he's an investigative journalist.
I'm a public investigator.
Lady? What are you talking about? And that shit was kind of funny because I kept trying to have her to call Michael, and she didn't call Michael. And she was trying, because she wanted to make sure she was talking to an attorney. And the whole time she was investigating BZ, she was like, yeah, he ain't coming up. This Basil's and Gare.
TG, right there.
So
Chuck P. says it right there.
Exactly. So she had a lot of respect. I mean, she gave her gratitudes to him. I mean, he heard her on the phone, and I mean, we understand the struggle, and just know if you guys need help, BZ is there to help, and he helped me a lot through this case. And I solely don't really reach out to a lot of people. I don't talk to internet people. It's not my life. I'm kind of a country person. I'm kind of to myself. A lot of people get real angry on the internet because I don't want to open up to them, but that's their problem. I live in my own space, make my own money, but we are going to fight for the people. And So now the question is, where do we spend this money? Do we spend this on auditors? Do we spend this on, where does this money go now? Does it make sense?
Well,
If I win a
well,
case, so now we need to make a poll in the next few days. Where should,
now, now can I
50% of the winnings go?
can I make a question here, or can I ask a question?
Sure.
Now, Class with Bow asked me a question the other day. He asked me, if you got a public pretender or a paid attorney, do you care to tell the people what kind of attorney you had? So that way we can all tell you how you need to dictate your case sometimes if you know your homework.
I
If you
don't
do
think
your
my
job,
case would have went either way with any kind of attorney. I think I would have had to teach any attorney other than someone that's done like federal stuff, and they're super expensive. Does it make sense? Like any other attorney that doesn't deal with anything other than federal law. I got gracious in life with this public defender who did genuinely think that I was in my constitutional rights and I didn't do anything illegal, and she fought for me tooth and nail as much as she had to learn, and she had a huge hump to learn, but she got there because she believed in me, because it was the truth, period. You're like, like when she thought I was crazy, I was like, he has been in lawsuits. He's got all these kind of infractions. I have like an internal affairs investigation. She was like, well, I need to see documents. She gets documents. She's like, okay, this is a little bit more than, and then we're like, no, federal law and state law is two different spaces. Like those spaces are different, and they're governed different. And having to get her over that hump. But we got her there. So I think that if you don't find the right attorney, even if you pay them, you'd have to get that attorney over that hump if they don't completely understand it. That's the problem. We don't have enough attorneys that know the federal law. They know criminal law, or they know ambulance law, as I call it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know federal law. We need more attorneys learning federal law.
well, a lot of this stuff that I learned, and a lot of the stuff that I was able to assist with, okay, the case law and everything else, it's something that I collaborated and learned from Michael Eline. So Michael Eline has a lot of credit towards like the Waits versus Post Office case law that I sent Kelsey after I did my homework and read that case law myself. I went through and read the actual brief in the case law and said, TG, I said, TG, this is almost exactly your case. And I forwarded it to you. And when your lawyer Kelsey read it, what did she tell you when she read it?
She at first says it doesn't apply here because they can go in there and go out of there. I go, yeah, in some cases if they have a jurisdictional agreement, but in this case, this police station does not have a jurisdictional agreement. They cannot come in unless they see a crime happening with their own eyes. Like
no, that's not where I was going. What did she say? What did she say when she said comparing your case to that Waits case?
Oh, like after when, like the first time she kind of dismissed it, but the second time when like we just made her like really read it, she was like, it's exactly like your case. She was like, and yours is even better because you were in line to make a purchase. This man was homeless sleeping. She was like, you were actually trying to be productive and make a purchase, and he was sleeping on the property, which I'm not saying is one is better than the other, but at least like you're showing you're making transactions even. Like that makes your case even stronger. When she presented that, that's what it pushed it out another week. The investigator goes out there Friday. You go out there Monday. They gave me this offer. I'll be on my 40 acres for the next 30 days. You won't see me moving. or grooving. Nowhere.
Now keep in mind her life. This has impacted her life, and she's
It has.
talked to her family about some things. So whether she gets back on the horse,
Well,
and
the Throtted Wrangler thing kind of cult damaged some things. Somehow they got a hold of some information somehow and started reaching out to family and started making some threatening things and scared some family members of mine. They agree with me fighting for my rights, but when your family is being feared for their life, for their rights, is the same thing as the government coming after you. And now you got a crazy who you can't control, like, at all. So I had kind of a family intervention that I got to say off the internet until my child's absolutely 100% 18 grown for now, until I can either persuade them with honesty, and maybe this case will help get them there. We can only ask for the truth to set us free, and that's where I'm at with that. Otherwise, 18. I'm still here for the fight. But family will always come first. Period.
And you guys got to remember, I don't want to go into too much of her personal life because that's privilege between me and her. But when your family members tell you that you're crazy for doing this, you're crazy for picking up the camera and filming it. And trust me, I hear it from my own family all the time. Okay, guys. But when you go through and you are wronged by the cops, you're wronged by the system, and you get dragged out and you keep getting the shaft and dragging this all out, your family members will either support you and have their eyes open on how rigged the system is against us and jump on board with us because they've now became aware. They don't think that it's just Hollywood, because we can't make this shit up. Okay. And literally we are going through it. And when they see us going through it, now they become more aware, and their minds and their eyes are open about what's really going on. And see, that's the whole point of what we're doing, is to make people aware and to learn your rights, to learn the law. It's without it, you're going to get screwed. Cops say all the time that just because you don't know doesn't mean that, it isn't a crime. Well, yeah, most of the time it actually says you must know, you must have knowledge or intent to do something. And if you don't have intent, if you don't have knowledge, then it has to lead up to criminal negligence if it's in the statute and the law. So whenever they screw up, they always say, I didn't know, my training and my experience lacks it. And they get a slap on the hand and off they go with their badge and their gun. So how is it any different when they should be held to a higher standard? It's there we go. I'm waiting for her to come back in here. Hold on. She's like booting back up or something. But yeah, that's why I wanted to put out this live stream, kind of tell you the good news that Texas Gal audits, as long as she completes 30 days of without getting in trouble and going into the Duncanville post office, her case will be completely dismissed. Not expunged, not any of that stuff. All charges dropped. Now, if for any reason she violates that, they will continue to prosecute her on the trespassing charge. So it's virtually dismissed, because I know she can handle 30 days without getting in trouble. She's gone this far over the last year without getting in trouble. So it's only another 30 days. So we're not too worried about it. It avoids a trial of them looking like stupid idiots. It doesn't hurt her. She had to take a phone call, guys. So that's why she bounced out for a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I don't know how long she's going to be on that phone call. I was getting ready to end the stream anyways. But I do want to let you guys know that we are 2-0 for Texas. I don't know of any other person in this community that's been convicted in 2025. I know there's been a couple of arrests. I don't know of any convictions as of yet. But I got word about my case last night from the attorney So I definitely need to get those donations in to get him paid because we're a month out. But we are looking good, folks. We are looking at possibly we're getting closer to the end of the finish line for me. This may be 3-0 for Texas. But I need your guys' help because I still need to get the attorney paid either way. So I need you guys to help me out with the PayPal, the Cash Apps, the memberships, super chats, whatever. I need to get that money in. But it looks like that mine may not be going to trial. But like I said, there's a few things that me and the attorney have got going on, and that's yeah. I'm not gonna expose and try to jinx my stuff. So, and then FAPA's got his. I don't think they're gonna be able to prosecute as long as you guys keep making them phone calls, petition your government, their grievances, and do it the right way. Don't be screaming and cussing and swearing. Address and address that you are upset and your concerns. That's what the First Amendment is all about, is addressing your concerns by speech so you don't have to do it by force. That's why we have the Second Amendment. So make sure you guys redress your grievances. You know what, James Forbes, I hardly ever swear on video and audio. Occasionally it does slip out on a live stream. I'm a little bit more comfortable with you guys, and I'm not in front of somebody face to face. I'm looking at myself in a camera, looking at the chat. That's what I'm looking at on the screen. So sometimes I let it slip. Sometimes I do it on purpose, just to show you guys that I'm human and not robotic, and that I can't cut it. That I'm not a choir boy. I'm not a choir boy, but I'm also not a criminal. But when I am out there on camera and audio, I'm aware that I'm on video and audio, and I'm very aware of what I'm trying to say. And sometimes I get tripped over my own words, but I don't swear. And sometimes I might call somebody a dumbass or shit this, but I rarely drop an F-bomb or cuss anybody out. I try not to let my emotions get the better of me. I know how angry I can get. I know how hostile I can get. And it takes a lot to contain it. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not a choir boy. But anyways, guys, keep those donations coming in. I've got the lawyer working on it. He finally got a hold of the prosecutor yesterday. It's looking good. I've got to get him my evidence on a thumb drive. He's requested the offense report and the body cam footage. He's asked for a lot of stuff, but that's the first two things he wants right now, is those two things, so we can prepare for trial if it goes that route. But I don't think it will. Jenna Weeks, I've slipped but never tipped. I've slipped but never tipped. Tripped. Yeah. Anyways, Texas Gal is on the phone. I don't think she's coming back. I do want to appreciate everybody for coming in. James Forbes, Jenna Weeks, Josephine Pascoli. I don't know if you're still here, but I did see you come in. I'm sorry I didn't shout your name out sooner. Jeff, Let's OTVO, Tim Woody. I know Generally Specific's probably not here anymore, but he was. Our guy 936. Sin City Giggles of Liberty. I did forget to throw out your name. I saw you coming a little late. 7-fold 777. See who else we got here. Angel K, if she's still in the house. Let's see. Chuck P, Portola 45. So let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Friends in Code, King Bluto. Let's see. Trying to get everybody here. I think I got everybody. I think I pretty much got everybody. If I missed anybody, I am sorry. But anyways, guys, keep those donations coming in. Keep those memberships rolling in. Every little bit helps. Just like I told the post office, my little 78-cent stamp helps. I am doing some audits, and I'm going through some things, and I'm trying to bring y'all some new later content. If you guys have any good videos, you want anything covered, if you need any help with record, there's Keebler. I knew I was forgetting somebody. And if there's anything you guys can do to help support me, or you need any help with anything, please reach out. You can go to my email, bzwatchdog@gmail.com. It's in my description page. Miss Keebler also needs some help from you guys. She's got a lot of songs on her stuff to get monetized to help her out with a little extra few dollars here and there. She needs 1,500 more watch hours, so please get over there and let those videos of her play. Get that watch time so that way she can get monetized and help her out. She was the first case dismissed of the year down here in Texas. So right now Texas 2-step, we are 2-0. So hopefully with my case or Mata's case or Carolina, we will be 3-0. So I will keep you guys updated on all these cases, and I will catch you guys on the next live stream. I'm going to end this. So the chat will be open for another 30 seconds to a minute if you guys want to drop your comments. Make sure you go after this live stream is over, drop a comment, share this across your social media, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, Gators.